All of you know Amir Khan, the famous actor. He has been doing really good movies for a long time, ranging from true stories to emotional ones. He owns a production house and is also very creative and hardworking. Amir is well known by everyone. Recently, his movie about a basketball team of players with disabilities was released, called as Sitare Zameen Par, a wonderful movie. The movie makes us emotional as we are helped to understand the challenges of intellectually disabled individuals, how it affects their daily life. Caring for them is not easy. The movie shows all of this in a realistic way, and it has been receiving very good reviews from the audience. My family too wanted to watch this movie. So when I checked online around my locality, there was hardly any show with captions available. Finally, I did manage to find just one show which had captions. But unfortunately, the place was very far from my home. But my children really wanted to watch the movie. And you know that parents need to give priority to their children's wishes, right? So my wife and me agreed to take them to the theater. Once we reached there, I could sense the excitement in my children. But for me, it would end up being boring without any subtitles. How would I understand? It's the same case with many parents in the deaf community who have hearing children. Deaf parents make sacrifices for their hearing children and buy them tickets for movies, although they are very expensive. They do this out of love for their children, despite they not being able to enjoy much of the movie. It would really be nice if we had access subtitles or interpretation. Most deaf don't have a good grasp of English, so it's difficult for them to have a meaningful understanding of the movie concept. Well, about 5% of deaf are good with English, but the remaining 95% don't. So it's a challenge to understand even subtitles properly. We just pick up bits here, there and try to understand as much as we can. Still, we go to the theater just for the sake of our children. But guess what? Movies are now accessible. Yes, Uniki and Excel Cinema have collaborated to make ISL interpretation of movies on the Excel Cinema app. So while at the theater, I downloaded the app on my phone. Both me and my wife started watching the movie on the big screen and its interpretation on my phone simultaneously. Well, I have to tell you, the video and voice sync was excellent. It was such a great experience, hearing people around me watch the movie with ease. So guess what I did? Because I'm also physically disabled, I have a walking frame. So I came up with the idea of tying my handkerchief to the frame in a way that it could hold my phone. I just tried it out and it worked for me and my wife. We watched the full movie. Have a look at this! It was a wonderful experience, which brought me satisfaction. Both my children and me and my wife were completely satisfied. We were on the same page. I remember earlier, whenever a new movie was released, my children always wanted to go and watch. But I would always hesitate as the movie did not have interpretation or subtitles. Yet my children would be so adamant to go, so with no other option, I would take them with myself, sitting there bored. This was always the case. But now it has all changed because Uniki decided to work with XL Cinema. I would like to thank XL Cinema for making movies accessible. And I hope in the future we would have a solution to hold the phone in place, like a stand maybe. This allows us to watch the movie without much physical strain. Technology will allow us to develop solutions. Again, I thank XL Cinema because now I feel it was worth paying for the movie. I got complete access. I can also have enjoyable discussions with my children about the movie, making all of us satisfied. In the past, after watching a movie, once we got back home, I would ask my children about the movie. They would just summarize it in short. Well, I did understand it's not in children's nature to explain the entire movie to us. But now, my children and me, we are on the same page. I wish XL Cinema can make more such movies interpreted in ISL at the same time as the movies are released in theaters. I really want each newly released movie to be accessible like this, so that we can enjoy watching them at theaters. I also want to thank the interpreters who've done a great job. Because now, in fact, we don't really need captions. My wife and I could benefit so much and even could keep talking about the movie afterwards too. Such a benefit to us and even our children. Thank you.